Hi. So the whole background of this second response video to Fighting Atheists videos is that I thought to have found some argumentative flaws in some of the videos that Fighting Atheist made, and being an atheist myself, I wanted to discuss them with him, and I sent some messages to him, and to the one I'm going to present now I did not receive any response. To the other ones, to the other messages, I did receive some replies, but now Fighting Atheist has suddenly abruptly stopped the discussion and declared that he was not interested in discussing these matters with me anymore. So as I now have given up all hope that I can in any way convince Fighting Atheist to modify his position or to admit some of the flaws that I see present in his arguments, or even maybe to modify parts of the videos, I now see myself forced to make some of the comments I made public. So here we go for this one. So regarding miracles and free will, so there was some connection between the miracle type, referring to miracle type converter, Christian, religious, or whatever. But yeah, in this video, he tried to establish some connection between free will and resistance to the argumentation that miracle believers use in order to convince people of religious beliefs or of the workings of God. So I fear that regarding miracles and free will, Fighting Atheist is advertising a rather funny, or in some areas even dangerous, view on the generation or justification of beliefs that is called doxastic voluntarism. So it's basically the view that you can, and in that framework even rightly, even legitimately so, believe whatever you want to believe. So the sheer will to believe it justifies your believing it. The will makes you believe it, and makes you believe whatever you want to believe. So this is the view of doxastic voluntarism, and this view is, of course, just intuitively quite problematic. Of course, when you see someone, as it were, turning water into wine, this does not force you to believe that she actually did turn water into wine. But given you excluded every possibility of trick, or can rule out other plausible explanation, I think you would, and I think that Fighting Atheist would, as his position in the other video about how to convert him indicates, that he would probably believe that she did turn water into wine. Believing is, of course, to some degree a matter of choice, or let's say that the verbal or other utterings of beliefs are free to choose. But believing is not only a matter of choice. Of course, I'm not talking about any legal issues. I'm not trying to attack the freedom of speech. No one's going to put you into prison because of religious beliefs or any other beliefs if it's not the denying of the Holocaust. But usually freedom of speech is not attacked here. But still, believing is not only a matter of choice. We get into trouble once we believe we can believe everything we want to believe, no matter what the evidence is. Of course I'm free to believe that I'm 9 feet or foot tall, but this believing doesn't make the proposition true. Of course I get Fighting Atheist's point, but it is simply not a matter of free will here, but of people overestimating the quality of some evidence for something. some evidence for example, someone turning water into wine. They overestimate the soundness of the evidence. This is simply what's going on here. We do not need such a problematic and weird doctrine as dogmatic voluntarism in order to be safe from the religious miracle referring converters, etc. Indeed, there would lie a certain danger or a certain bad taste to the view. Such a view may even be oil into the flames of religious believers. Now, I don't know if that's an English idiom, but it certainly is in my mother tongue, in my native tongue. Sorry for the sexism. In a way, it is really that dogmatic voluntarism is actually the fuel of religious believers. Because their line of argument is always something like, of course I don't have proper evidence, or in some cases I do have even evidence to the contrary, for there being angels, or angels saving the lives of children, because when a child dies in a car accident, then or is about to die in an accident, then the angels usually don't come. So sometimes you do even have evidence to the contrary. Not only that, you have no evidence for God, sometimes you even have kind of an evidence for the kind of a piece of evidence for the contrary. But you see, I am free to believe in God or in angels, no matter what the evidence is. So why not get rid of dogmatic voluntarism and leave out the question of free will here? Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you.